that the city and every city in the country has an attorney that represents their commercial affairs before the court.
Your Honor, this man has no business being here, and he has no
Your Honor,
authority to
you
prosecute
cannot
this claim.
possibly be entertaining this argument.
May I submit the search to you that you requested, Your Honor?
I'll temporarily take that in review,
Honor,
but won't accept it in evidence.
For and on the record, I would like to enter this as evidence.
I object, Your Honor.
Until we've established jurisdiction here, this court doesn't have any jurisdiction in this matter until a controversy has been legitimately established. So I can't accept anything in evidence in the form of a motion until that's done.
Yes, Your Honor, there is no controversy here. I had accepted this ticket for value, and all I'm asking that you adjust my count and release the order of court to me. That's it, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is just another in a long line of patriot mythology. Now, Your Honor, this is absolutely absurd. The city has an interest in this matter, as evidenced by the parking ticket that's done under the authority of the city council of the city, elected by the people, in the interest of the commercial and financial affairs of the city, Your Honor.
This is a dispute of title, and I clearly have the first and only title on this entity and all its property. And I even have, you can see right here in the UCC1, the car is registered right here. There's no dispute here. And we don't even have established that he can practice law here.
Okay, just a minute now. He claims that he's got a valid priority claim, and that he has the evidence with him to prove that. Now, do you have a witness that can verify this complaint?
No, Your Honor, I did not call the officer, the traffic officer today. This is just a routine civil matter that happens every day all across America in every courtroom in the land.
Well, there's been nobody that's certified here under penalty of perjury as a witness testifying to your complaint.
Your Honor, you can't possibly take that position because you would undo the whole system of the parking citations and parking authorities of the whole city.
Well, he has sworn statements and sworn affidavits stating the validity and establishing a prima facie case here, Counselor, that he has the highest priority claim. In order for you to rebut that, it appears to the court that you've got to come forth with a witness to establish your priority. And so far, I haven't seen a priority claim established by you other than this citation that was issued on the 3rd day of this month. But 2 months ago, according to the evidence that he showed me so far, he made a claim, it hasn't been verified yet, by an 11R, he made a claim that he has a highest priority claim. And that was dated a month ago, and yet your claim is just dated here the 3rd of this month.
Your Honor,
that raises a question as to who has the valid claim.
Your Honor,
if you don't have a witness that can establish that they have a claim superior to his claim,
all right, Your Honor,
then we're not going to be able to move forward.
Your Honor,
in this case.
I will then move the court for a continuance.
I move for default judgment, Your Honor. This man has been talking and made had no evidence.
Speak, Your
no,
Honor.
you may not speak right now.
The court addressed me, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor. No, I'm sorry.
No.
You're going to be quiet because you have no business.
No, that's not true. I was addressing Your Honor.
The court will silence the parties here momentarily. We want you to speak each one at a time. Each of you will have your turn.
Yes.
I don't want you interrupting each other. So we're going to go you first.
Yes.
And then we're going to
Your
go.
Honor, I object. I was already speaking.
Well, objection not overruled. Sustained. Go ahead and proceed, Counselor. I apologize.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, if you're seriously going to entertain this frivolous paperwork, then I would move the court for a continuance to next week when I can arrange with the parking authority to bring in the officer who signed the ticket in this matter.
I object, Your Honor. I'd like this to be expedient. And the fact is unless the plaintiff is here and present, or someone has the authority to prosecute this claim, the party is not here. And I'd like to order the court to be released to me. This is over. I've accepted it for value, and I'd like the account closed and the order released to me.
Those parking tickets, you know, I mean, Can the city afford to prosecute this?
Your Honor, I don't think it's so much a matter of prosecution, it is compliance. This man is clearly wanting to flaunt his so-called paperwork in the face of the court against the public policy of the city.
Well, but that's an argument at trial. You can't, you know, this is we haven't even
Your
established
Honor,
jurisdiction.
Your Honor, the city is not going to go to trial in this matter.
Well,
Your Honor, it's very clear on this.
just a minute. The court's going to have to find, Counselor, that we don't have any jurisdiction established here where I can even grant you a continuance. You know, you brought this matter before the court. You know, here's the ticket, the complaint that you brought forward, and there's no corroborating witness. It's not signed under penalty of perjury as required by the Iowa Supreme Court in 2 cases last year. And I'm afraid that this court's going to have to dismiss this charge. Charge is dismissed.
Watch it, watch it.
All right,
Pick your feet up. Thank you. Yes, sir. Step up to the microphone.
Other than playing excellent roles between the parties here, including you, Tony, congratulations. What's the reality of a judge taking the position that we just saw?
Well, we talked about that, and reality is that the judge is going to take my side a little more heavier, or much more heavier than he did. But in the face of the evidence, unless he's just going to roll right through it, now, you know, he did a really good job. Okay? Now, he was given 2 clues, and he didn't pick up on either one. Okay? Because I said the words public policy.
Yes, I heard that. Yeah.
Okay? And you just let that go right on by. And then there was another time that you said, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but I said, oh, that's perfect, there's his clue. And he didn't pick up on that either, and I'd have to rewind the tape to remember what it was. But you did a really good job, although the judge is going to take a much more adversarial position most of the time, and gonna, you know, he's not going to undo. He'll roll right over you, and that's where the public policy comes in. Under public policy, Your Honor, I have no money. You hold my principal obligation. What is my remedy? Okay? That's why I threw out that public policy there. Your ruling, his ruling in this would undo the public policy of the city. Now, we actually had a judge in Boise rule in a case that we were in 4 or 5 years ago. A friend of mine was in. And here was his ruling. I find that in this instant case, Boise City Ordinance such and such and such and such is unconstitutional. Now, what did that mean? Only in that instant case, only for this time, this ordinance is unconstitutional. How can that be? How can that be a ruling? You see? So the judge can do these things, and sometimes he can do what he did and not overturn public policy, not overturn the ordinance. And you did a really nice job of bringing forth that claim. Okay, because you, oh, I know what it was. He says, I've seen no 11R filing. See, you said you had it, you didn't give it to him.
I see.
Okay, he dropped you the clue. He says, okay, he said to me, okay, I've got this UCC1, and I've got this ticket, and the dates are favoring him, but then I haven't seen a UCC 11 search for after this date to see if you have a valid claim, and that's what he was fishing for there. Okay?
Good. Could I set forward on the record I wish to enter this in evidence and
Yes.
just give it to him? That's
Sure.
it? Okay.
May I have the bailiff hand you this? Yeah. You want to, anytime you're going to put in evidence, give it all to him. Okay? You might not get another chance.
Yeah.
Any more?
Sam, you still haven't really, at least to my satisfaction, answered. What's the likelihood of a judge taking the role that we just saw?
If it's going to save him embarrassment, he's going to do it.
Well,
Yeah, but it seemed to me he waited too long to do that. If he was going to do that, he would have started counting his $26 a minute earlier.
I can't predict, obviously, what he's going to do. I think he's going to take more of a hard line than that. Okay? Again, if he had practiced 4, 5, or 6, or 10 times, if we were actually conducting a court school, we would start out like that and we'd get tougher. And we'd start, oh, you sit down and shut up. You know? But we've already seen that. Okay? You've seen how they've acted in the earlier things that we've done.